to decode their outlook coming in for the second half of the financial year. And we have Rushank Shah joining us, who's a promoter at Hubtown. My first question to you, thank you so much firstly for taking our time and joining us today, and good morning. My first question to you is going to be that the company's ongoing and upcoming portfolio comprises over 30 million square feet of development. So could you share with us which are the ongoing projects then? What does the company's launch pipeline then look like?
Yeah, hi, good morning. Thank you so much for having me on your program. So we have multiple projects, both ongoing and upcoming. Our ongoing projects, we have 25 Downtown, which is one of the largest land parcels in South Bombay, right next to the Wellington Golf Course. We have Hubtown Seasons, which is one of the largest land parcels in Chembur. We have Rising City in Ghatkopar, Hubtown Premier in Andheri West. We have 4 projects in Gujarat, which have been the bus depot redevelopments. And we have a commercial project, which is 27 West in Pune. And in the upcoming projects, we have a lovely second home scheme in Kelavli, which is 25 estates. We have 25 Vistas, which will be an upcoming project coming up in Thana on Pokhran 2. As well as we have phase 2 of a Rising City project in Ghatkopar and a small affordable housing project in Andheri East.
All right, those are the targets that you are looking out for. Hi, Rushank. Good morning. This is Shrishti also joining in. But tell us about your long-term target of the growth for the company, maybe in the next 3 to 4 years.
Hi, Shrishti. Good morning. So over the next 3 to 4 years, I think we're focusing on a couple of things. One of the first things we're focusing on is reducing our debt from our current levels to zero. As well as we'll be using some of our existing land parcels, including one of the largest land parcels we have, which is 150 acres in Thana in Mulund, and monetizing that as well. So we'll be monetizing some of our existing land parcels as well as reducing our debt.
And I wanted to also ask you about the preferential issue, because your company just raised 1,250 crores via preference shares. Where are you looking to utilize those funds then?
Yeah, so first we'd like to thank all the investors for having faith in the company and trusting us with their money. As we discussed when we had raised the money, we will be using most of the money, so around 850 crores towards loan repayments, which we've already done. And the rest of it will be used for working capital requirements.
All right. Also, Rushank, tell us that what kind of value unlocking opportunities are expected, as you also have a historical quality land bank comprising over 30 MSF project portfolio?
Yeah, so we have an extremely large land bank. One of the key advantages of our land bank is all of it is within city limits, especially within MMR limits. And a lot of it is in South Bombay, which is where a lot of the demand has been coming from. And because it's been historical land, our cost basis is much lower than our competitors. So obviously that gives us a leg up as we move forward. So like we said, we'll be monetizing all of this land parcel, which is all within city limits over the next 4 or 5 years, both to bring down that debt, obviously, and to also grow the company's bottom line.
Well, absolutely. And since you mentioned debt levels, what are the current debt levels that you're looking at? What are the kind of plans that you then have to reduce that debt also?
Yeah. So we've currently been able to bring our debt levels to, so it's in the range of 600 crores. In fact, over the last 4 years, we've reduced the debt by 70%. And over the next 2 years, we plan to reduce this to zero.
All right. But also tell us that how is the luxury segment performing for the company, and how is the demand reception coming for these projects?
Yeah, so, as you guys must have read in the papers and as you guys have reported as well, the luxury segment in Bombay is doing extremely well. We have multiple projects and multiple flats that are crossing both 100 crores and 1 lakh PSF. We have launched one of the largest projects in South Bombay, which is overlooking the Wellington Golf Course, which is called 25 Downtown. Our first 2 towers pre-launch has done extremely well. We've in fact launched our Tower 3. So 25 Downtown is doing really well. One of the projects we're managing, 25 South, is doing extremely well as well. And we are now going to be launching a second home scheme also in that luxury bracket called 25 Estate. So far that segment has been really doing well for us.
Well, absolutely. And against that backdrop as well, finally, I also wanted to ask you, what are the kind of competitive advantages that your company does enjoy? Tell us a little more about that then.
Sure. So I've mentioned it a little bit, and I'll kind of go a little bit in more depth. But a lot of the land parcels we have are right in the heart of the city. So the Chembur land parcel is the largest land parcel in the Chembur micro market. The 25 downtown one is one of the largest land parcels in South Bombay. And because this land has been acquired and fully paid for since a few years, our cost basis is very competitive. So regardless of how the market is doing, either it helps our bottom line numbers or it helps us absorb any pricing pressure if that was to come. So that's a huge competitive advantage for us.
All right, Rushank, with this, we'll let you go on that. Thank you so much for taking the time out and talking to us about the growth prospects of the company and what are your long-term plans as well. Great chatting with you.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.